I disagree with Quentin Tarantino about Toy Story.
I'm done. I am done. It can still be good, but I'm done.
And if you're also sick of sequels, reboots, spin-offs, and remakes, watch until the end because I want to offer you a more positive perspective that maybe might change your mind.
I am a big fan of the Toy Story trilogy.
Yes?
I'm agnostic, never saw it.
Really, Bill?
In the case of Toy Story, the third one is just magnificent. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And if you've seen the other two, then it's devastating.
Is it a cartoon?
It's an animated feature film. Yes, it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. But the thing is, 3 years later or something, they did a fourth, and I have no desire to see it. You literally ended the story as perfect as you could. So no, I don't care if it's good. I'm done.
Okay. Toy Story 3 is an absolute masterpiece. We can all agree that most sequels can feel like a studio cash grab. We'll get back to that in a minute, but what if? What if Toy Story 5 was actually better than Toy Story 3? Pietro, that is ridiculous. Well, hear me out because this is important for your animation career. And if we disagree, we can always keep discussing in the comments. Here's what Pixar's Pete Docter has revealed about the film so far. I think writer and director Andrew Stanton has done a really great job of letting moments breathe in unexpected ways. Things that make you think, wait, is this a Toy Story movie? We praise original content and I get it, I love when you see something that is original and new, but there's this sense of superiority. You look down at sequels as if they were destined to be bad just because. And yes, I do suspect that Toy Story 5 was a request from Disney to squeeze even more money out of this franchise.
Money, money, money.
Of course, it's all based on money. It's no surprise, and of course, they'll find a way to create Inside Out 3, and they've already announced Coco 2, by the way. But that doesn't mean that these movies are going to be bad. Sure, we live in an era of sequels, remakes, spin-offs, and reboots, but it's not like that Disney straight-to-DVD era where some films had a tenth of the budget, and some others, I think they weren't even trying.
What do you mean?
So if you're worried about working so hard on your craft and then ending up in a production where they're doing a remake or a sequel or working on some existing IP, well, I have a tip for you. Actually, J.J. Abrams does. When J.J. was asked to develop a new Star Trek film, he shared something that shocked many Trekkies.
I never liked Star Trek when I was a kid. Growing up, I always thought it was, honestly, I couldn't get into it. And this movie we did, the goal was to make a movie for moviegoers, not just for Star Trek fans.
So how did he manage to create a good reboot? He focused on a father and son relationship he could relate to. He made it personal. And it shows. I'm not a Trekkie, but I can tell it's a good movie. When years ago they announced that they would be making a movie about Lego, I thought it was going to be the most commercial money grab movie ever. And I was wrong. When they announced the Emoji Movie, well, then I thought maybe they'll surprise us and do something clever and emotional like the Lego Movie, right? And I was definitely wrong. But then they announced another version of Spider-Man, but this time it was focusing on Miles Morales, so I got excited, and that time, oh, I was right. So imagine you're tasked with developing or working on an IP that feels overly commercial, maybe even soulless. I think that you can still challenge yourself to genuinely connect with it. Approach it as if it were your original idea, because when you find that authentic connection with it, you will be the one giving it a soul. So sorry, Maestro Tarantino, we're not on the same page on that, but if there's something I'm willing to bet we agree on, is that some live-action remakes they just should not exist. So I dare to ask this to Chris Sanders, the writer and director of Lilo and Stitch, and he didn't even know that they were going to make a live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. And later, he was invited to reprise his voice acting role for the character. I'll let him share his views on live-action remakes because he has a very surprising take on them. I'm Pietro, this is Write for Animation, and I'll see you there.